If you're a man over 40 and you think that the solution to getting back in shape is to spend hours on a treadmill or to do some brutal high-intensity classes 5 times a week, I've got some bad news for you. You're actually setting yourself up to completely crush your testosterone levels and make it even harder to lose fat, not easier. Hey, Chris here, 440 freaking awesome. I help guys in their 40s and 50s to get their strength back, to lose the dad bod, and to feel like themselves again without destroying their bodies in the process. Now here's what I see all the time. 45-year-old fella decides, I've had enough of feeling crap and tired and carrying this extra weight. So what does he do? He starts researching workouts online. Of course you do. Watches YouTube videos. Everywhere he looks, the message is the same. You need to be doing cardio for about an hour a day, burn some fat, maybe do some CrossFit or some high rocks class. Really push yourself hard to get back in shape. So either he jumps straight into that routine or he's stuck watching endless videos about it, psyching himself up for when he finally is going to get started. 6 months later, what's happened? If he's been grinding away or he's still planning his comeback, he feels worse than when he started. If that sounds familiar to you, this is for you. Most fitness advice is written by and for 25-year-olds who recover from anything. Push harder, no pain, no gain, sweat more, achieve more, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in your 40s or 50s, your recovery is not what it used to be. Your testosterone is already declining naturally at about 1% per year in your 30s. Your cortisol management is getting a bit wonky too, and your body simply can't handle the same stress load that it could 20 years ago. That's not to say you can't train hard sometimes, far from it. But when you pile on excessive cardio and high intensity training, thinking that you're being disciplined and hardcore, what you're actually doing is sending your hormones into a tailspin. And this is the brutal truth about cardio that nobody seems to tell men over 40. The hour-long spin class that you're killing yourself with, that burns about 400 or 500 calories. That is less than a large coffee and a muffin. You can undo your hour-long spin class of suffering with just 2 minutes of eating. Excessive cardio spikes your cortisol. Your body thinks you're running from a predator every day, and of course high cortisol and healthy testosterone can't exist together. So you're not just wasting your time with high intensity cardio, you're actually making it harder to build muscle and lose fat. Most guys over 40 would get much better results from a 30-minute walk than an hour of brutal cardio. If you're doing intense cardio more than 3 times a week after 40, you are probably crushing your testosterone levels. Here's what happens. Chronic cardio stress sends cortisol sky high. Your body interprets this as get into survival mode. In survival mode, testosterone production gets shut down first. I had a coaching client come to me with testosterone levels of a 70-year-old man, and he was only 48 years old. He was doing an hour on the treadmill every morning. He was eating next to nothing each day just to try and lose some belly fat, plus he was also going to these high intensity classes a few times a week. We cut his cardio right down just to walking. We added some proper strength training twice a week. We upped his calories a little bit, and 6 months later, his testosterone was back at the top end for a guy his age. His energy was through the roof, and he dropped 15 pounds. Your body wants to work with you, not against you. Here's another over 40 LD check for you. The sweet spot for exercise when you're over 40 is less than you think. 3, maybe 4 strength training sessions per week, focusing on compound movements that build actual muscle and strength, and then walk a lot. Say 8,000-10,000 steps a day if you can manage it. Split up any way you need to. Walking doesn't spike cortisol, it doesn't crush your recovery, and it doesn't make you ravenously hungry afterwards either. Plus, you can actually do it consistently without your body rebelling. Now, testosterone is just one piece of the hormone puzzle. When you're over 40, there are 3 key hormones that determine whether you build muscle or you store fat, whether you have energy or whether you feel knackered, whether you sleep well or whether you toss and turn all bloody night. I have a complete video course called Balance the Big 3 that breaks down exactly how to optimize these hormones naturally through training, nutrition, and lifestyle. It covers everything that you need to know to work with your biology instead of against it. The link is in the description if you want to stop fighting your hormones and start actually using them to get the results that you're after. But take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon.